Hi, today we are going to be talking about using AI. Now, I know you're hearing an awful lot about AI and, it's overwhelming. So today we're going to focus on some tools that you can actually use that are inexpensive, that will boost your business, boost your credibility, and hopefully get you more paid engagements. Now, before I start, I'm going to put on my glasses because it makes me smarter, but at the same time, it also, I need to be able to see the screen when I'm reading this stuff. So we're going to start off where to get the tools that we're gonna need to set this up. So I'm gonna go over, and anybody who knows me well will know that I talk a lot about AppSumo. So there it is, AppSumo. So AppSumo is a marketplace for software for entrepreneurs. Usually you can get lifetime access to some great stuff. And it's usually like 50 bucks or whatever, and you get 90 days to return it. Now, I used AppSumo to actually purchase an AI chatbot that I was going to train, and I used a tool called Chatbase. It's not here anymore. At least it wasn't available the other day. But if you just type in AI chatbot into AppSumo, it will give you a whole bunch of different things where you get OpenAI is one. It's a personal assistant. But you can get a chatbot that you can train on your own content that you can place on your website, that you can use to help scope out new versions of your books, or even create tools and apps. And it's really, really simple. So, and the best example that I have to show you for something that I found on AppSumo using the chatbot was the Chatbase. Now, here it is. The most familiar thing that people in the community would know would be the Keynote Accelerator that I created. So maybe I should probably just show that first. So the Keynote Accelerator is a tool that resides behind the paywall on the speaker community website. And what it does, it's actually a tool that is trained on the book that Ed Rigsby and myself wrote last year. And it's also the content that is in the website. So this Keynote Accelerator that is here, I'm actually creating a iOS and Google Play app for the Keynote Accelerator. The difference being that the Keynote Accelerator that is going to be on the website is going to be upgraded to 4.0. And the one that's going to be available on the free app on the App Store is going to be 3.5. So this one's going to be a bit better. But just if you've never seen how this works, basically you input a description of your talk or your topic, and it will give you an output that fits an RFP submission. So I'm just going to make something up. I'm just going to say dealing with difficult people. And that's, if that's your topic, I apologize. But what this does is it actually writes it up. Now, the more content you give it, if you were to give it dealing with difficult people and then a 3 or 4 paragraph description, it would do the same thing. It would create a program title, short description, detailed description, learning points and objectives, attendee takeaways, engagement style, all that stuff. If you put this in here, it will generate that for you. And that really pushes you towards getting yourself noticed when you're in, really simplifying the whole RFP submission. Now, if you're also in the Keynote Accelerator, you can say, customize this, it's AI. It can deal with my bad spelling. Customize this for the American Bankers Association leadership group. Let's just go leadership group. Let's make it something specific within there. And what it'll do is it will actually take that in and it changes the title to navigating difficult interactions in the banking sector, strengthening leadership communication. Again, it'll give you the write-up. Now, this is an amazing tool. Now, no doubt people that are in our community are using it all the time. If you're not in the community, you can join. But if you're not in the community, it's okay. I'm just demonstrating what this tool does. And now I'm going to show you how I built this tool and how you can build a similar tool for your website. Because the promise is this is only going to be a 10-minute presentation, so I'm not going to be doing it. So let's go over to Chatbase, which is the one that I use to create it. And again, if you go to AppSumo, you can use any of the AI chatbots that you find on there. They all do the same thing. So let's go down to the Keynote Accelerator, and I upgraded. I think I paid 99 bucks and I can create 40 chatbots. So I've been playing around with a lot of this stuff. So I've got the Robo Aiden and I've got the Keynote Accelerator right here. So let's click on the Keynote Accelerator. As you'll see, it says, let's give you a killer keynote or breakout write up for your website. It does what it promises. So how did I actually build this? So I created this chatbot by going to the sources, and I uploaded the book that Ed and I wrote. So booked The Insider's Guide for Speakers Selling to Associations. This chatbot is trained on that book, and that influences the output that it gives when somebody puts in a description or a title for a new talk. I also was able to train it on the website, just using the sitemap from our website. So it's now trained on all the content from our website. So this is an AI tool that is actually trained for speakers who are looking for work in the association world. You can also create your own Q&As, your own text. You can or upload your own text if you just have text, you don't have a book or anything like that you want to put up there. So we've got the sources, then we go to the settings in this model. So here are the instructions for the Keynote Accelerator. I want you to act as a keynote presentation coach using information from the provided source. You will give suggestions to improve the following elements of the keynote description that would be submitted to hiring committees. And there's the outputs right there. So it's all there. So it's now trained, and I've got it using 3.5 turbo, but we're moving that to 4.0 probably next week. And then depending on how creative you want the AI to be, you can set the temperature. So you can make it very creative, or you can make it stick just to your content and not give very creative answers. I like to make it creative because, it's the Keynote Accelerator. I think it should be giving you good ideas, and I like it. I want it to be creative. So that's how I end up managing that. And then when you do it, you say, hey, I want to embed this on my site. So I clicked on the embed codes right there. Let's just do that again, just to show you. Embed on site. So I can drop this on any page. And that's exactly what I did with the Keynote Accelerator page. It's up there. Or I can do the chat bubble at the bottom. So let's say you want an AI assistant. You don't want to create a tool, which, you can create a tool really easily if you've got a book and content and specific instructions on what you want that tool to do. It's really simple to set up. But if you just wanted to have an AI kind of chatbot popping into your website when somebody comes to the website saying, hey, I'm trained on the website, blah, 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 this is great. Ask me anything you want. You can actually train it to be your 24/7 sales assistant. And you would just change the model and say, and I want you to act as a sales assistant on the website for such services, and then have it all listed out. Just being really specific on what you want the AI to do. It will do anything you want it to do. Just ask it. Now, another thing that you can do is you can use the AI, you can upload your book. Let's say you released a book a couple of years ago. You release your book a couple of years ago. You can upload the PDF of the book to the AI and ask it to give you an outline for an updated version of the book. And it'll give you the updated version of like an outline for the updated version of the book. So it's trained on your old material, and you say, hey, update this new book with, let's say, AI considerations. And then it'll break down chapter by chapter how you would write the follow-up to that book. Again, it'll make it really, really quick. These chatbots, these AI chatbots are amazing, and they're really simple. If you've got a WordPress site, they're really easy to drop that content in. Now, here's another thing that some people don't realize they can do. So let's just say I did this copy of the frame. So this is just the pop-up. I can go over to ChatGPT and I could say, turn the following code into a pop-up that appears after 5 seconds in the middle of the screen with an exit button for people to dismiss it, right? Really just simple. And then I put a colon and paste that code, and ChatGPT will actually go in and turn that into the pop-up. So there it is. It's going to generate the code right now. Boom. Makes it so much easier, right? So now I'm able to create that code for my website. Now, that is an amazing tool. This is something that you can send to, let's say you've got a book on leadership, and there's some leadership strategies that are unique to you, like 5 ways to lead teams. Maybe you have it trained on your book and you say, listen, I would like you to create a tool. I want to create a tool where somebody gives the problem they're having with their teams, and we feed it through the filter of the content the source material that I've uploaded. And you create like kind of a leadership problem solver tool, or a leadership problem accelerator, or something like that. You make your own tool up. And then you just drop it on your website, because the code is really, really simple and it just drops in there. A lot of us are already working with coders. You can put it in there. If you're keen to learn it yourself, again, you can do that as well. It's not really that difficult. And the whole the payoff is, it's really amazing. Another thing that I would say is really cool about these chatbots and putting them on your website is that you can actually, on this chat base, there's actually a dashboard where I can see anybody who has been putting in content. They've been asking it to do stuff. And so I've got a history of all that there. I can improve it. I can improve the answers if I want to work on it. It's an amazing tool. Again, this one cost me, I think, $49, and I've seen them on AppSumo for $39. And that's not a month. That's lifetime access. So you're getting lifetime access to this amazing tool that leverages ChatGPT and 3.5 or 4.0. And again, it's great for greeting people when they come to your site, creating tools based on your content, creating apps for the App Store to bring people in. On the app that I'm creating, the additional thing that I did, let's create your thing. Okay. The additional command that I had in there in the chat interface, or sorry, the chat model, was that at the end of each thing, I've got a call to action. For more great resources designed to help you get more paid speaking engagements, please visit speakercommunity.org. So you can put this as a free app on the App Store. And right now people are asking me, how do I do that? If you actually go back to AppSumo and look for just app developer or app submissions, or there's tools that will create apps. They're no code apps where you just drop this in. It's really, again, not that difficult. And I say it's not difficult because I've done it, but it's not that difficult because it really is. There's very little coding involved. If you just want to spend a couple hours and try to figure it out, it'll work. But yeah, so then now I'm going to have an app that is working as an ad for the speaker community, for the ASSC. So anyway, that is how to use your, I'm going to stop sharing. Where's my stop share? There we go. So you can see my lovely face. That is how you use the AI in your business for next to nothing, using tools from AppSumo and then integrating them on your website after training them on your content. That's it. If you need help doing any of this, if you say, I just can't be bothered, reach out to me. I can do it for you. I'll charge you a little bit for my time, but other than that, I'll do it for you. But other than that, I'm not selling you anything. You can do it yourself. I have the confidence in you. You can do it yourself. Anyway, there we are. Let's get to the networking. Back to you, me.